Hello and welcome to another DF Retro PC Time Capsule video. Today looking at the PC classic, No One Lives Forever. I'm joined by my colleague John Lemon, who's over there on the PlayStation 2, where this game was also released at one point, but is not really a classic, is it, John?
That's right, Alex. We're back again with another one of these cross-platform comparisons, and I've largely considered No One Lives Forever for PlayStation 2 to be one of the worst PC to PS2 conversions available. I think there are some pretty clear reasons why, given its a PC origins and the unique architecture and memory setup of the PlayStation 2, but we're going to walk through it and check it out today by starting here in Unity Engine HQ.
Oh my gosh, just look at the lobby differences. We've got differences in FOV, color palette, the geometry is a bit different. Like there's a clock on mine. Is there a clock also on yours when you look up a bit, John?
There is.
Oh, there it is. Okay, so
there's stuff up there.
There's stuff up there. It's just not within the FOV at this point in time.
But yeah, there is quite a different. There's quite a tonal difference. Actually, it almost looks like. Look at the back wall there. It almost looks like some sort of modern ambient occlusion line shader going on. Like they're using AMD Fidelity Effects Cacao, as they call it.
Yep, it does look like that on the PlayStation version.
It does look like that. But yeah, you probably also noticed that the tone of the game is quite different. And a lot of this comes down to the PlayStation 2's reliance on palletized textures, which means that textures are stored in grayscale and the color is defined by a color palette defined by the artist, which can allow some pretty neat tricks, actually, and it works really well in certain games. But converting from one completely different texture format to this, especially with limited memory and no good compression system, it can yield bad results like you're seeing here.
Yeah, another difference we're seeing that we actually aren't sure what's going on. Let's just grab the first option here. Is that I'm playing in 4x3 on my PC here that I'll describe in a minute of what exactly it is. But John is also playing in 4x3, of course, on the PlayStation 2 there. But look at the differences in like the size of the characters' heads, like how round they are.
I'm confused by this as well. Actually, it looks more angular on the PC there.
Oh, it does. It does. Yeah,
like,
it does.
But the proportions are very arcane-like, if you will. And it's actually difficult for me to tell which one's supposed to be correct. But now that I'm looking closer, it feels like there's actually a polygon upgrade on PS2, but a massive texture downgrade.
Yeah, like that dude's head is way rounder.
Yeah, right.
And I should be playing on the highest settings. I'll double check, but I'm definitely sure I am. But just like, I don't know if it's the FOV difference or what exactly it is. Like the camera's closer or something, but everyone looks just like fatter on PC and on the
it's PS2, so different that I actually exited out of the game when we first started recording to check that the PS2's menu wasn't set to 16:9, and there is no option in the game either. This is what it looks like. I'm not sure what's going on. Very strange.
It could be as a result of the FOV difference in the camera here for the cutscenes. That could be definitely a thing that happens. Let me just really quickly and briefly describe what PC I'm playing this on.
Yeah, please.
So this game came out on 2000 on the PC, but I wanted to play the game on a PC that was spec'd actually to the year when the PlayStation 2 version came out, which was 2002. So roughly 2 years later almost than the original PC release. So I'm playing on a Pentium 4 of that era with 512 megabytes of system RAM and a GeForce 4 TI 4200, the 8X AGP version.
That's a fair bit better than what I played this on. I was a day one buyer of this game. I even have the Best Buy exclusive soundtrack that it comes with, like a pre-order bonus. It didn't run well on my machine, and I feel like when this released, I was still using a Pentium 2 450 megahertz.
That's pretty high end Pentium 2, though. That's like the highest end.
It was. It was all right. But Lithtech games in general, Shogo, Blood 2, they never ran well on my PCs. And yeah, I was a big fan of Monolith though. Blood, Captain Claw, Get Medieval. They even published stuff like Septerra Core, which I played, which is it's a turn-based RPG in the style of Japanese developed games of the time, but
cool.
The art style, it's very CGI. But perhaps we should skip this.
Yeah.
And continue. So let's get through this training. Where are we going here?
Can we go into this store? No, actually, yeah. No. Oh,
No.
wait. It's going back over here. I just played this earlier, so I should know this. But I do enjoy the fact that some doors say, like, this one doesn't say Unity on mine, if you turn around, John, but it does on yours.
Let's go.
I don't know why.
That almost looks like it's some kind of like attempt at a early 2000s bump map texture, but I think it's just a regular diffuse texture. Well, nobody talked in terms of like.
Oh, check this out.
Wait, I see. Okay.
Environment mapping.
You've got environment mapping that is missing on PlayStation.
Yeah. This game requires DirectX 7.0, I believe, and I'm using a DirectX 8.1 card with it.
7.0.
Oh my god.
All right, let's continue.
Yeah, and I'm playing the game at 640 by 480 with 4 times anisotropic filtering and 2 times quality MSAA, which I think actually might be Quincunx? I'm not sure. I actually don't recall.
Oh, right, because Quincunx did exist back then, didn't it?
Yeah, I'm looking at this.
Oh, wait, so we got some water here. This looks horrible on PS2. Well, I mean, I will give it some credit though. It does actually it's warbling. It's a 3D mesh that's moving.
It's not on mine. Mine's just a scrolling texture that's transparent, but yours isn't transparent.
It is. It is.
It is.
You can see.
Wow.
See, look.
So, I actually prefer the PS2 water here in terms of just that it actually has that little weirdo sheen on it. Is kind of cool. Is jumping, yeah, no. What is that about?
Okay, maybe I think this is a terrible port, but maybe I misjudged it, and there was some effort poured into it here.
Well,
we'll see.
You don't get that. You don't get the nice environmental map medals though here that actually look pretty good, like underneath the Unity logo.
That reminds me of Soldier of Fortune.
It does. It does.
Anyway,
okay,
how are these cold? Oh, look at this. This is called saving texture space.
Yeah, they just love cold there. No orange fizz and/or fizzy soda. I do love the texture work in the game. By the way, on the PC version, very specifically here, we have to go to the training facility.
Okay.
Take the elevator. Here's a loading screen, I believe.
Yes. The thing about LiftTech that you're not seeing here right now on your PC because it's well equipped is the stutters.
Yes.
This game all of these LiftTech games were notorious for horrendous stuttering on PC back then, like really bad stuff. It's the kind of thing where you would like perform an action and then it would stutter so bad you were thinking, man, I bet that looked awesome, but you didn't actually get to see it.
Yeah, I know what that means. I was playing this earlier on a Pentium 3 machine. It was 500 megahertz. I've got a couple Pentium 3 machines. And yeah, it was not having a good time in this game at all. Not at all.
So do we have to speak with these gentlemen, perhaps?
Yeah.
They do seem to have done a lot of like remodeling work.
Yeah, like
on things.
These guys look a little bit more rounded on their like shoulders. Is that just me? Or, I don't know.
Okay, so here we go.
Oh, there was a stutter when the door for the Unity thing opened on, even on this Pentium 4.
Oh, dude, that's so perfect. You said it was a stutter at the Unity door. I feel like it was just. Man.
I think I've heard that before somewhere. Is this game trying to predict
Actually,
the
I
future?
will say this: getting rid of MIP maps looks pretty awesome here on the PS2 version because you can see all the way down the hallway clearly.
So you can see what this looks like here. This is anisotropic filtering with MIP maps, so it gives that like smooth fall off with no aliasing. But like John's saying, you don't get like the hard edges. And one thing is, I think in the options, there's the ability to turn off MIP maps. Am I crazy? Environmental maps, texture resolution. You can turn off trilinear filtering. Maybe not. Maybe I'm thinking of one of the startup things. But yeah, this game, obviously, this is that era that I was trying to talk about earlier.
Yeah.
Where I just absolutely adore the way they decided to do the textures in this game because it's before any sort of like real material work. It's before the bump mapping phase, really going crazy with bump maps. So everything's just like in textures. Oh,
did you see right there? It actually spiked to 60 frames per second right at the end.
Very briefly.
And that's actually another thing. This game has an uncapped frame rate, but it's double buffer. So when it drops hard, and when it spikes, it goes all the way up to 60. So it's kind of weird in that regard.
Yeah,
I probably should have capped it at 30.
I'm probably just loading the game so much quicker than you. This is on a 7200 RPM hard drive, by the way. But once again, with a Pentium 4, so it's going to be loading things really, really quickly. Another thing you'll be noticing the PC footage right now is some of the text is a bit garbled. Like there's weird lines coming off of it, and I think it's because I'm forcing MSAA. And some games from this era, when you would force MSAA in games, since they didn't actually have in-game options for it always, it would cause issues like that with certain text rendering. Never sure why, but it is a thing that happens.
It is what it is. Okay, so you can definitely tell that they rounded her model off a lot more in this PS2 version, I think.
Oh yeah,
it's quite smooth. It's just
the textures.
The textures took such a hit. All right, let's skip this cutscene.
Yeah, let's skip it here. This one, I'm gonna have him tell me where to shoot people. You may have a heart. Oh my god, the performance.
What?
Like your performance when you loaded that.
It's 30.
Oh, okay, maybe I'm just so used to seeing 60 that it looked so bad.
I think you're just seeing it through Discord. How do I zoom in? Oh, it's like auto aims. Oh, I failed to connect.
Oh yeah, this is maybe
not
the easiest area to start. John has to really pay attention. I'll do the talking here for a while because.
Or maybe we'll magically cut forward once it's complete.
Yeah. You know what, John? I think we should use the magic of editing to cut forward a little bit here, past the sniper part.
Let's do it.
And we're back. A little bit of editing magic there. John managed to kill off all those assailants incredibly well. I'm very proud of him.
I had to turn up the volume a little bit so I could actually hear the game.
Yeah, in that scene, you have the ability to you have to holster your weapon, by the way, John.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
sorry,
don't forget
bro.
to do that. That's a really cool thing about this game. So,
how does this look if we just stand down the hallway? Also, I don't know if you can tell, but it jumped up to 60 here for some reason.
It's the emptiness, the void.
So, what have they done here?
It's probably the most comparable room we've seen yet, other than the differences in just like general color.
Yeah, the color's
different for everything. Like this is once again like yours is more blue in areas where mine has more neutral tones.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know what that's about, other than the palette thing.
So here we go. We're going outside.
Mm.
Oh, this is okay. Look at this. This is the stuff I remember and being like, "Whoa, this is bad."
Oh, this is the texture on the tree, and then
yeah. This looks like Turok Evolution right here.
Turok Evolution, classic game, obviously, best PC port ever.
The ground actually it doesn't look too hot on the PC either.
Yeah, I know. This is like one of those ones where you can duck down and look at it. The kind of is the idea of tiling textures here. If you look at the wall here, like look at this, John. If you look at the PC version.
Oh, you have the detail texture map.
Yeah, detail textures are here. You can, like that. That helps a bit, obviously, but the diffused texture underneath them is pretty. It's also not very good on PC, but it's not exactly great on PS2 as well either.
It's not good at all.
Not good at all.
Okay, so yeah, I guess it's stuff like this vegetation that really stood out to me as being bad. So I may have been a little too harsh on this port. I don't think it's good, but
I mean, we're still kind of also when we get over this next scene, we're going to talk about the weapons again because like the character models, there's kind of like a different aspect ratio almost for the weapons in your hand.
That's true.
So this part, you have to open the window to your right here, John, just so you can get a better field to shoot on the bad guys, because sometimes they'll go in front of the window here. Okay, here's the hard part. John and I are going to try and do this live. Okay, so there we go. Got one already. Any idea where he is, John? Oh.
Got him.
Good job. John's doing this without audio at the moment, so he has to turn on his Ultra Pro Counter-Strike skills, Elite Hacksaw, 360 no scoping.
That's not going to happen. You can't tell where they're coming from. Oh, there he is again.
Yeah, I just want to briefly talk about the mission. We're supposed to protect the United States ambassador to West Germany, I believe it is.
Yeah.
And he's like witless, and he's like partially deaf and blind, I believe.
Oh, dang it.
It's all right, John. I believe in you. You can do this. You saved earlier, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to have to run back down and do this. Start all over again. But, the game's humor shines through in missions like this where he constantly is just walking around. He can't see or hear anyone trying to attack him. and it's kind of like Austin Powers-esque, like random assailants just coming out of nowhere, out of the woodwork here.
Yeah, it is funny. It's just not really playable without
Sound.
Or it could be, but it's not fun.
Yeah.
Oh no,
John?
it's just.
Oh no!
Wait,
I was distracted by looking at your screen and he died.
I saved progress, but how do I load progress?
Do you have to go to abort mission and then load from the main menu?
Let's try that.
Let's see here. This is obviously everything's going to plan here. This is exactly what John and I wanted to have happen.
We're gonna have to do more editing on this.
A little bit more. Let's edit this out a little bit.
Okay, let's just. Okay, let's just get through this.
We got this, John.
Oh, I have to do it all again?
What?
I hate this part.
Wait, it didn't save?
It only saved the mission. It didn't save my exact position.
Oh my god, we're gonna have to leave this in. I feel like there's gonna be a bunch of blooper cuts of this. Like, oh my god. Okay, John.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a midnight where you beat this part, and then we go to the next part. Okay.
Okay.
Beat this part, and we're gonna go to the next part. Okay.
Okay.
You got this. I believe in you.
Let's do this.
Dump 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 da da dump bum 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 ba da dump bum 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 bum.
Oh yeah, look at that. Yes.
Yes.
You don't have to tell me that. I was standing.
Okay. Now there's gonna be guys barging in here, John. Get ready. Get ready. Put on your game face.
Okay, here we go. We're back.
Oh my
we made
gosh.
it through.
And my performance is taking a dump at the moment for some reason. I mean, 640 by 480 on a GeForce TI 4200. This should be enough, honestly. So
Considering the fact that you're getting drops, to me illustrates how horribly unoptimized Lithtech was back then. It didn't run well. It just ran worse than pretty much all other PC games of similar visual quality, I felt.
Yeah. Oh.
Which
how's
also
the
makes this
performance holding
port
up
to
over there?
PS2 seem so ridiculous. It's reasonably 30. Couple dips, but it's not too bad.
Not
I forget,
bad.
where am I going?
Yeah, we just eventually have to kill the dudes. You just go out the front door, and then you can like holster your weapon.
There we go.
And then there's these dudes talking in the alleyway when we get outside. But yeah, we can skip this part.
Keep your men out of sight. We don't want to spoil our trap, do we?
Yes, sir. I mean, no, sir. I mean, yes to the first part and no to the second part, sir.
Okay, so here we are. Wow,
His head is rounder.
It's very round.
Something that is lacking on the PC
But his
version.
face is... Wow, look at his texture. This reminds me of like early Voodoo 1 stuff.
I know, right?
Where they had like very low res textures. Blurred to oblivion.
Okay, so I'm gonna holster my weapon and let's get a look here.
I mean...
That's pretty comparable here.
It looks pretty similar. Just
The bit
lower
near the
res
roof
textures.
is a little bit different, but like how about this? Is this still like ridiculously hilariously lit?
That's a...
Yeah.
Not quite as cool as low polygon grapes, but pretty good.
Yeah, it's up there.
Okay, so...
Oh, they took out these on yours.
What?
You're missing the close line hang.
Gotta save geometry where you can, I guess.
Okay, so let's do this, John. Let's so I'm gonna break that off. Classic combat scene here. Hopefully holding up well on YouTube here. Uploaded in 4K.
This is not... Oh, I see. Okay, this part sucks because feels like it's kind of bouncing between 60, 30, and 20, depending on what I'm looking at.
I can even see it through the stream, actually, that you're sending over to me. It just looks really weird. So this is where the game, if we were playing this in a more serious manner right now, you can actually go around and stealth this, which is a lot of fun.
It is, I agree.
And that's kind of one of the cool things that I really like about this game. Something that you don't see in a lot of modern first-person shooters, actually, is the kind of mix between stealth and combat with gadgetry all over the place. It's something you get a bit in Deus Ex and whatnot.
Yeah,
But
it's
most-
very of that era, that kind of
Yeah.
thing.
Oh, I'm getting that really awkward looking revolver model, which is supposed to be a 38 special of some sort.
Okay, so I'm upstairs,
Okay.
wandering around the corridors. You know what? I'm still I revise my opinion. This is why I don't think it's necessarily a great port. I think they did an alright job translating the game over. I simply, in my mind, the PC version looked better than it does.
Yeah, I mean,
You know what I mean?
it is better, obviously, in some reasons, like the performance. But like even this, like you can see it dropping right here. Like this is on a Pentium 4, like
Which is
what
way beyond what this
like-
game was designed for.
Oh yeah, and like what is going on here? Like this is like not better than like CS 1.6 level of like geometry or texture quality. Or it's so bizarre.
Well, I found a pool of water. We're gonna have to check this out.
Oh yeah.
Once you get
went
here.
upstairs. Okay, so let me do that really quickly, briefly. Da, da, da,
I played quite a bit further, and I'm in this courtyard area here.
Okay.
Man, the auto aim is nuts in this game. It just does everything for you, which is probably for the better given some of its issues.
Toilet.
Okay, so this is just a scrolling flat plane. Of, well, no, wait, no. There's some very subtle undulation, I think. It's kind of rocking back
Okay.
and forth gently.
So I'm going up here.
Yep, you're getting closer.
Soon, John.
Soon. Making progress. Okay, it's just a little further.
Yeah, this is like,
Here it is. This is the space.
Oh,
No, he's bad.
yeah.
Get your weapon.
I'm
take him
taking
out.
damage, way too much damage here because we're not playing seriously. Oh my god, it's okay. I'll live through this.
There's a guy in a tower up to the
Oh, yeah?
right.
Thank you
Hey, it's
very much.
it's just like the scene before.
Yeah, a tower up to the right.
Okay, so here we
Yeah.
go. Let's compare this courtyard here.
I
and the
mean,
water.
other than the geometry of, or the leaves, I mean, this looks very similar. And your water, though, I don't know. It's got like something going on there.
It's slightly different. Something with transparency is different.
Yeah.
They're doing some kind of blending there. I don't know. It makes it
It's
look
like-
different. I can't tell.
It's blooming out almost to white really hardcore
Yeah,
for some reason.
exactly.
Not doing that at all on the PC version. The texture underneath is different. There's no mosaic kind of
Oh, yeah.
thing going on.
Good place to save on memory.
Yeah. Who needs that? No one's looking in there anywhere except for, 20 years later, a bunch of rando weird guys on the internet.
Exactly. Whoa, that's the end of the mission. Or next section. Oh,
Okay.
you did not have a loading
I am not
screen there.
loading. So
Aha.
they had to
So they
cut
did-
up the levels.
They divided the level into two.
Oh, yeah. I may die here, actually. I have to be careful. I'm not playing seriously, and I keep forgetting that this game has bad guys in it. So let me just save really briefly
Good idea.
with a little bit of low HP here.
Man, these loading times. It's not
Oh
good.
my gosh, John. This is actually awesome because like the guy can't see me right now. Sorry, we're barely talking about the tech anymore, and we're just kind
Yeah.
of enjoying the game. But I love how he's doing his like thief level. Where's the bad guy thing? Ah, yeah.
Oh, I
it's
thought.
amazing. Oh, be careful. Oh, John, pick
I know,
up. Oh, God. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Go away. There you go. He's down. All right. I tried to stealth him. It did not work.
It did not work.
So I'm back in this hotel lobby area here. So
It's
are you?
looking. I'm once again kind of shocked how similar it is, other than the fact that you had to load it separately to get over
Yeah,
here.
they split it off.
Oh, you're missing the posters on the wall.
Yep.
There's apparently.
There's just the flag behind us. But yeah, they got rid of
Moroccan
those.
flag.
There is still this sign here.
With let's look at the texture quality.
It's really bad.
Yeah, I mean,
Holy moly.
it's not exactly good on PC. Oh, actually, it is pretty good for the time on PC. I would say.
Yeah,
It's
that's not bad. That's not
pretty
bad.
good. I
It's
won't
definitely
brag
worse
on
here.
that. Okay, let me grab out my pistol here.
Yeah, pistol.
Okay.
Some slowdown.
Yeah, I
Looking
can
in there.
see that.
Good
already.
lord.
My goodness.
Chugging.
Okay, there's civilians. Much civilians. Let's put away my gun so they don't freak out.
Good point. Okay.
What was that?
Wait.
Yeah, did you see that? What's going on with them? They're like flipping out. Did you see that?
No.
I don't know. I'm gonna replay that. They're like on your end. They were like fidgeting. Who even knows?
Oh, they look scared because they had the weapon out.
Okay, so there's bad guys here. All right, let's try and not die, Alex. I died.
You just tried
okay.
to not die, but you died.
I gotta load that up again.
Man, the way AI used to work in these games, that just kind of run around, it looks so wild. They just bolt into the room full speed and then run into a corner and then spin around in place.
I mean, I am nostalgic for this time period for a lot of reasons.
Same.
Visually, it's one of the things, like, I would call this, like, I don't know, like, low polycubism or something like that, where, like, they have the budget to get, like, the basic shape of things down, but
Yeah.
almost not enough. And so they have to be really creative. And I think they did it just, like, incredibly well here. I'm so sorry that I keep dying, by the way. This is
It's okay.
awful. Okay. This is we've had it before when we play games that stuff goes awry. Oh my god, Jeff. No.
You're having a rough time here.
I'm having a rough time for it. There's no auto aim in the PC version, of course. Okay, so I'm gonna actually have to play this stealthily. This is how we're gonna do it. Ready? Okay, there's no bad guys to the right, but they
Okay,
are.
I'm just going to try to duplicate your movements.
Da dun dun da da dun dun. Okay, so there's guys right here. Oh, did you see that? He shot me before he even finished turning. What is this?
That's not right. There's
And I'm
body
playing on
armor down
easy.
here.
What in the There's body armor somewhere?
Yeah, just down that hallway where you just were.
Okay, well, I'm going to get down the hallway somehow. I have no idea how at this point in time. I got to somehow be magically, like, really good at this game all of a sudden. Okay, let's see here. Wait, I should have gadgets. Okay, this is an area where I'm going to use a gadget, John. This game has
Okay.
gadgets. Okay, ready? Here we go. I think, what is it?
I'm just going to wait outside in this
Is it
area.
Shift? Yeah, I got coins. Okay, so I'm going to throw a coin.
Okay. We'll test the stealth engine out.
Okay, I threw a coin. Is he going to go towards it?
Let's find out.
Okay, got that guy.
Get that guy.
Let's, yeah.
The guy
Hey,
in the
you
shirt. Exactly.
There we go. You see that? I was using the game systems that it was designed with. Let's pick up my coin. Okay. Okay, so where did you say the armor was? At the end of this hallway somewhere?
It should have been on like a chair somewhere. So you are. Oh, there's a guy up there.
There,
Oh,
my
balcony
gosh.
drop. Excellent.
This sucks, John. I'm gonna have to save again because mine does not have. I'm pretty sure I'm playing on easy. What is this about?
Well, we've been playing very.
Oh, now I set it to easy. It was on normal. I was a liar. Yeah, I'm sorry for everyone still watching this.
skill issue.
Skill issue. This was unexpected. I thought this would be much more chill, John.
As did I, but when you're a secret agent.
Yeah. Apparently
You
this
know.
game is hard, even on normal.
Well, it's more like, again, it's good that the game requires you to pay attention to it to perform well.
Oh,
right?
yes. Yeah. Like,
And
I
we're
have no problem.
we're just kind of like bumbling through this, like the enemies in the game, I suppose.
Okay, so they're at the end of the hallway. Let's see if I can snipe them down.
Okay, so my current take on the matter then is that this game was an example of it is rightly beloved, but it's definitely an example of a game that never really ran all that well on its target hardware. And
Yeah.
it's unsurprising that the PlayStation 2 version is also somewhat poor.
Struggling.
Or at least compared to other, like an example I would say, if you go look at something like, say, Time Splitters 2, which I think looks better than this by a fair margin.
Oh, yeah.
That's a 60 frames per second game. It feels so fluid and smooth to play. But it was designed from the ground up for console hardware, and it definitely shows.
Yeah.
Where this is clearly just, it's a PC port and it's a PC port of a game that didn't run very well on PC.
You're almost exactly to where I am. I think you have to go down into that courtyard, and then the other characters waiting. Oh no!
I thought. Okay, I jumped down there. I thought that's
and
what
it
you
killed
meant.
you.
And it killed me.
I mean, where did it save?
Let's find out. Oh, scene 3.
Oh, scene 3. Scene 3. You're fine. Okay.
Okay.
Ooh.
I can probably get to him.
You got this.
This is the most chaotic time capsule video yet.
Yeah, I know. Usually with this is much simpler, but I guess I misunderestimated. How did we even do Splinter Cell? I'm thinking now.
I haven't played this game for a while, and I'd kind of forgotten the level design.
John, do you think that guy is a secret? Our main character friend?
Yeah.
I think he is. I think for some reason, maybe it was the opening cutscene that made me think that. But yeah.
Let's go.
You got this, John. Oh, yeah, I can see the performance on your end going up and down there.
Oh, yeah. It's not good.
Oh,
the way they run around, it's just...
So I definitely think they do way less damage. I mean, I just switched over to easy just now, so maybe we'll see. But, my gosh, normal. They were doing so much damage.
Yeah, I feel like with this version, though, the auto-aim is so aggressive that it kind of wouldn't matter.
Oh, yeah.
It's
like completing the game for you at this point in time.
You can turn that off, however.
I wonder what it's like to play the game that way. I can't imagine it at all being easy, given how they designed like the enemies, like speed and all these things based upon like mouse reaction times and whatnot.
Correct. I think that's why they went with this. Okay, so I passed that cutscene.
Oh,
Where did you go next?
I didn't go anywhere next, John. We're lined up finally again.
Whoa. Oh, we're in the same spot. Okay. So, what do we do?
If I recall.
Ring the bell for service.
Did you do
I guess
that?
we have to. We go back up.
Okay, I've got full body armor at least now. We got this.
All right.
Your carpet looks different than mine.
Wait, let's look at this. Oh yeah, it does. It's a much less complex pattern. Again, memory savings.
It's kind of
Makes
cool,
perfect sense.
actually. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Oh, you're already being
There.
engaged.
There be bad guys.
Okay, so there's a bunch of dudes.
This time
here.
I will not jump down there. Okay, that's not the place to be. Don't. Let me go back.
You got this? You okay?
Man, look at these like low res kind of light maps here, where you can see like a lamp that's meant to be casting shadows from the table.
And it just looks like there's like some weird ambient occlusion going on in the corner.
It kind of works. Like it gives a little bit of like subtlety to it, but yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, there's like, is that explosives?
Yeah, you can disarm it by using the use button.
I did.
Where was it? Oh, you did? Okay, good.
Okay, so back out here. Now, let's see here. Do I go out in this courtyard, maybe?
Okay, well, I live to tell. Oh, gosh. I'm bleeding. Oh, no. I may die. Oof. Yeah, this game has status effects and stuff. Like, oof. This is going to be bad, John. I don't see myself living much longer.
Which hallway are you in?
I'm just a little bit before where you are, actually. Whew. If anyone in the audience can tell me, is this Arabic actually correct, or should it be on the wall of shame for Arabic in games?
Oh, I would love to know
Nami
that.
Ismail has. Please write down in the comments below. I can't read Arabic script. Okay.
Nor can I.
Oh, I missed. Oh my gosh. They have such insane accuracy. Here he is.
All right.
Whew. Did I kill him?
So I'm basically just running around here looking for explosives. There's
I'm trying to
another
not
one.
die at this point in time. Oh, you just shoot through the windows? It's a little bit weird.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh no. John, I may die. If I do,
did
I'm
it.
so sorry.
I won the game.
Oh god.
Scene 4.
Yeah, the game is told as like a kind of with a CinemaScope kind of feel to it. All the cutscenes, they're trying to make it look like a movie. It's very well done, actually, for the time.
Oh, look at the
It's very
shiny
fun.
tables.
Oh yeah. Heck yeah. That actually does look really cool.
It does. All right. Make your way through. Continue finding explosives.
And then line up again. Okay.
And then go behind the last one's behind the front desk of the lobby.
Thank you, John. What would I be without you? Oh,
In the load game screen again. Oh man.
oh, this is so intense. Because how are they not dead? Oh my gosh. Whew. You gotta save. Quick saving. I hope you can hear the awesome music going on in the background here. It's incredible.
Okay.
They really use these environmental maps everywhere they can. Like,
Yeah, I
everything's
noticed
shiny.
that.
It's marble. Shiny.
The water looks different now. You'll see when you get back out here.
The time of day different?
I don't know. Okay, one behind the desk. Oh,
Wait.
oh, it's in a different place. Interesting.
Is it because mine's still set to normal or
And
something
then you
weird
can
like that?
go ahead. You can leave through here. And should. Yeah, there we go. There's guys out here.
They're killing civilians. Awful.
So look at the water again.
Yeah, why does yours look different? They switched over to the different water on yours.
Yeah, because
Like that weird shiny stuff from earlier.
Exactly.
And the time
How-
of day is different on yours too. I mean,
Feels that way.
it does look it. It is a different time of day. I mean, are we in
Yeah.
the same area? Like,
Yeah, this is the same area.
oh, but
look,
you had
it's
to load.
60 right here. Woo! I had a loading screen. Yep.
That's why. Look, your area just looks completely different than mine. There's like, you don't have these weird giant pots on the side, whatever you call these.
No, they just have these things.
Yeah. Okay, I guess they placed them in a different location for you because
Maybe so. Are you allowed to continue forward? Is that door open?
this one up in front of me?
Yeah.
No, this one doesn't. But where's the last explosive? I'm missing
Huh.
explosives. Oh no, John.
I'm confused.
They're shooting civilians where I am. My level's just split up differently than yours completely.
Yeah, they changed the layout.
Oh no, John. We're completely out of sync.
Yep. We're out of sync.
In
And
life.
bathtub.
And now it ends on mine. Misfortune in Morocco, scene 3. I have
Also-
no idea. John, this was...
Here we go. Skip that.
Okay,
And let's
now
see.
I'm in your scene.
Now it's the same
Okay.
scene.
What? Okay. Let's hopefully not die here, okay?
Come on.
Okay, we got this.
Do the business. Take him out.
Okay. That was intense.
Okay. That was intense. All right. So now
What?
let's see. The time of day is different now.
No.
Oh.
Yours has like... So I think what sometimes happens here is your light map is a little bit lower res than mine. So like it
Oh,
does
yeah.
look a little bit different. Like just underneath the edge of like the roof there, you don't have a shadow where mine does. If you see that.
Oh yeah.
But for the rest of it, you've got that like completely different looking water here for some reason. Once again, I do find it interesting that they authored completely different water for the PS2 for some reason.
This tree trunk though. This actually looks like Turok.
Yeah, it
Like
does.
it does. It absolutely does.
Even the filtering on yours looks like Turok filtering. If you've ever
It
seen
does.
Turok
I agree.
filtering.
It's wow. All right, let's continue down here.
There's some more armor. Oh,
Yeah.
thank God.
And we're back down.
Oh, I just got a stutter when this new area loaded, by the way.
This new area seems large.
Yeah, the performance is worse on my PC. I'm bleeding to death.
This is not
I
running
bled
well.
to death. Ah.
Oh my goodness, Alex. This video did not go according to plan, but hopefully it's still enjoyable. Just for...
Okay, here we go. I have to kill these dudes again. After this scene, John, I think we should call it quits because this is getting completely out of hand. This is not exactly how I expected this video to go down.
No, same.
When we started it. I guess this is the danger of playing a game live.
Yeah,
sometimes
exactly.
it just doesn't work at all.
We tried. It didn't work.
We tried hard. This just did not work. They just don't give me any health. Like, I can't do this without getting more health because I can bleed to death occasionally. Let's get quick save.
I'm surprised at how large this map area is, though.
Yeah, I'm getting tons of frame drops right here.
Also here.
On a Pentium 4, once again.
That's the shocking part to me. This really does look like CS 1.6 in a lot of ways. Probably worse in some ways.
Oh, it probably does look worse in some ways. I wonder if that's actually like a real historical person. I honestly don't know
you should see Blood 2. If y'all haven't played Blood 2 in a while, that is one ugly game.
Gotcha.
Oof, okay. Got over that. I'm up here on the roof now. Just being a real... Ooh, I got a revolver. Look at that. And I got a scope.
Finally.
For the carbine. Look, there it is.
Took long enough.
So it's an item I had to find. That's interesting.
So for me, it was selectable in the game's pre-option menu. I don't know why.
All right.
It is cool how the main character speaks with the civilians in the area.
One thing we didn't mention that's... so I don't have the sound playing here on PS2, but it actually is known for including a completely different soundtrack.
Which is bizarre.
They had a different composer come in and do a new soundtrack for the PS2 version. I'm not entirely sure why.
Maybe the person who made this, their name was Gary? What's their name, John? Guy?
Yeah, I'm forgetting the name. Guy, someone.
Yes. Here I've got water that has an environmental map on it. Why?
Oh, that looks nice.
That
Oh,
does
this
look
area
nice.
this looks pretty nice right there.
Is that downstairs? I think I've seen that earlier.
I don't even know. I'm lost. This area is rather complex.
I just
But
shot
it's good
that
looking.
man in the genitals.
Oh, shoot. I just ended the mission area.
Okay.
Those arches, that's the way through. The way out is
The
through.
path to heaven. Okay. Oh my gosh.
So you're on scene 3, and I just completed scene 4. So we've had one
What?
extra scene.
Just need some HP. Please.
So this is better than Soldier of Fortune, which had like loading screens every 2 minutes.
Yeah.
If you remember on Dreamcast, at least that Dreamcast version. Oof.
See, the thing is, I don't know. Aren't we actually lined up here? Because, yeah, you're where I was earlier.
Oh.
I'm further than you. The thing that's confusing us is you are getting loading screens more often than me.
Yeah, there was a loading screen there.
Let me go down to where you are, actually, because it's right in this air. So, kill those dudes off.
They're dead.
They're dead? Okay, cool. So, for some reason, once again...
Oh, wait, there's a guy up there.
Oh, yeah, is there a guy? No, it's empty here. Empty courtyard for me.
Okay.
Why is the water in this game so inconsistent?
So, yeah, they're using the environmental map on there, but not here.
Yeah, but you have the shiny water at some parts, too.
Yeah, I don't know. It's... there's got to be a story behind this, right? About the guy who did the water surfaces in this game. And I would love to know the reasons why certain decisions were made.
Who knows?
Oh, he flips the table over. That's nice.
Cool contextual animation.
So thus far, we've had 2 extra load screens
For my...
on this version.
Yeah, so now we're going to go out here, and you have to kill... There's a guy to the right, by the way, so be careful. Behind you.
Oh, yeah, there he is.
There we go. And then we go outside here, and there should be a really long shot with like a lot of geometry in it.
Oh,
that I
yeah,
imagine
right
does
here.
not run well on your end.
Nope, it does not. It looks pretty good, though.
Yeah, it's got a lot of stuff going on here.
Maybe this is a point where I want to pull out this.
Yeah, the aiming is really nice on PC. It's pretty crisp, actually, at 60.
Actually, there's no real reason to use this scope.
In your
I feel
version of
like
the
it's
game?
auto aim. Oh no, I'm getting destroyed by this guy because he just like walked up behind me
Where did
and
he
shot me
come
in the
from?
face.
Yeah, was he shooting you in the face, John?
He did. He shot me in the face. Wow, this is actually okay looking out here.
I mean, you have it. Look at your skybox difference,
Wait,
though.
yeah, it's quite different.
Like aim right here or so, like where I am right here, and you can
Okay.
see just how much lower res the skybox is on your head.
The thing is it's so low res that it actually just looks like dark clouds.
Mm-hmm. Looks like they're rolling in instead of you don't think it's like, oh, it's actually mountains in the background.
No, it does not look like mountains.
Oh boy. Okay.
I don't know, Alex.
I think we should end
probably-
it right here.
This has been pure chaos.
This has not gone as the way we wanted, but this is the fun part of doing about these DF Retro PC Time Capsule videos live because funny stuff happens sometimes. I
That is
enjoyed it,
quite
John.
right.
We saw in the end, being more competent version of No One Lives Forever on PS2 than we thought. Still not very good though, right?
Yeah, it's still one of the lesser ports, I would say. Stuff like I've covered Deus Ex before. I think Deus Ex is a good example of customizing a game to fit well within a console. And there's other stuff like that as well. I mean, heck, even stuff like Splinter Cell. The Splinter Cell games were reasonably well translated over to the PS2,
Yeah,
despite their advanced technology. So I think with that in mind, No One Lives Forever isn't great. But then seeing the PC version again and remembering the fact that it runs so badly on PC, it's kind of like, it feels like it was inevitable that the port to console wouldn't be great either.
Yeah, that sounds pretty reasonable.
So it's kind of amazing that they got it running at all. And the thing is, though, is Monolith showed off a tech demo, and maybe you can show it here, of an updated version of LithTech running on PS2. And in fact, Irrational Games was developing a game for PS2 specifically, if you recall. They were developing something called The Lost for PS2, and it was kind of in development hell. They eventually kind of canceled it, but then it still kind of came out years later in some other form.
Weird.
By it was like, what was it? It was redeveloped by a company called like FX Labs or something. And it was released in India as Agni, Queen of Darkness.
Wow.
And then it was also released in Poland and Russia as Inferno, Where Death Is Your Only Ally, and apparently got a US release as Netherworld Beyond Time I Stand.
But dude, that's such a long name. I love this. Maybe that's we should
but
look at that game.
It all goes back to the fact that the original version was being designed for LithTech, and then they later moved to Unreal Engine, which feels very,
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, there's so much weirdness connected to Monolith of this era and LithTech Engine, and obviously they made things better with No One Lives Forever 2, I would
And
say.
Fear,
and then
obviously.
eventually Fear, although Fear has its own issues, which we've talked about before.
Yeah. But John, thank you for joining me on this wacky episode today.
Sure thing, Alex.
All right, and if you did like this wacky episode that lost its beat at some point, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. If you're already a subscriber, hit that bell in the corner. Patreon, join us. It's a lot of fun. And of course, this is John and Alex saying Auf Wiedersehen und...
Please try to live forever.